Good morning, darlings. How are ya? Make sure my volume's up here. How are you guys? Hubby's in here. Good morning, good morning. Look like an angel? Well, that's Caroline's beautiful work that she manages to do. So, all right. Hey, it's been a minute. How are you guys? Doing okay? I'll give it a few minutes. Everybody's probably wondering, is she really going to go on air? Good morning, Cindy. Brianna, Dumpling, Deb, Kay. Our J Rocco's in here. All right. I'm feeling better. Good morning, Dan. We're going to talk about that because it's not what you think it is. And I know it wasn't. I still get tired, but that's all part of it because of what I've been doing. Um, but we'll talk about it. We'll give everybody a minute to come in here and we're going to discuss it so I'm not repeating myself. Um, we're going to talk about what you guys went through as well. I know some of you have been going through some spiritual changes. To me, I understand that they're quite good. All right. Everybody got coffee, tea, a cold beer, whatever floats your boat, darling. How are you guys feeling physically? Thank goodness we have come out of retrograde, and that's when my fun started because they put me to work spiritually. It's the hour that we came out of retrograde, I got put to work. Beautiful, Deb. Absolutely beautiful. Howling at the moon? Honey, I can do that inside. I scare people. Somebody might shoot me. Good morning, Miss Nadia. Nadia sent me something I'm going to read to you. That's kind of what she was going through and what she was experiencing while I was gone. I didn't abandon you, I promise. Physical symptoms, very, very much like the flu, but not the flu. I had some major breakthrough spiritual stuff, and it had to be done because I was going through an upgrade, if you like. Learn quite a bit about yourself when you're spiritually growing, but what it does to you physically, if you are in your subconscious or during your sleep, whatever you want to call it, and you're taken somewhere else to work spiritually, when you fully your spirit and soul fully, I mean, you're still tethered to this body, obviously. When you fully immerse yourself back into these physical meat sacks that I call them, it is very difficult on the body, extremely. I mean, you feel things and pain, aches and pains that you didn't even realize because when you're just spirit and soul, you're so free and light. You don't really, you don't feel anything pain wise. Good morning, Al. So I would go off to work and then come back into this meat sack completely, and I was like, oh my goodness, we don't realize how broken these bodies are, how heavy they are. The best way I can describe it is each time that I've passed over for full death and totally left my body, I could see my body. Every time that I came back into my body, I just dreaded it. It's like working out all day and you have these dirty overalls on and you go and take a nice, hot, refreshing shower, but you're forced to put the dirty overalls back on after your shower. That's what it feels like. Not fun. Spiritually, you can grow and ascend and learn more about yourself when you go within and find yourself on a deeper level and connect to Creator Source on a deeper level. Getting back into this body is not fun. Good morning, Leela. I hate that I missed last Wednesday because it was your birthday. I know I had messaged Deb and wished her happy birthday last Tuesday. I try to keep up with y'all. And if I'm pronouncing your name wrong, I apologize. Layla, Leela, Lulu. I'll call you whatever you want. And I feel like an idiot after I did that second past lives thing, that second video. I had 3 more. I wanted to get Jay, Renee. I felt like an idiot. Everybody said, her name is pronounced Martina, right? And I went, what? I felt like a moron. But I called her Marty, but oh well. Hopefully she'll come back. Sounds like Layla. Okay. My daughter's name is Kayla, so I will remember that. Somebody's sweet talking you, Jay. Brianna? Mm-hmm. All right. Good. I'm so glad, Deb. So I wanted to give everybody a minute to come in here just to let you know that everyone was under the assumption that last Monday's 3-hour marathon about past lives is kind of did me in. It had nothing to do with that. It was a great show. Yes, it does drain energy, and I was going downhill, but I recovered perfectly fine on Tuesday. I even, talked to Joe on the phone. I talked to Nadia. I was completely fine. There was nothing wrong with me. And then later, well, it'd be Tuesday night, but early Wednesday morning, right when we were coming out of retrograde, between 2 and 3 a.m., I was awakened to, okay, it's over. Come with us. And I went, what? And I had to go to work. But physically, and I have never slept. I probably slept more in the last few days than I have probably in a year straight. I just slept because they needed me in the subconscious to take me and teach me new things and show me new abilities, and it was well worth it. All right. Yep, we are, Brianna, you're right. I mean, we're all continuing to grow and upgrade, and when we look within, we really figure out, more clues all the time about, that you are your own purpose, you are your own light. And you just expand your abilities to be more spiritual and how you can help yourself and help humanity. So, okay. So, today, now we are going to do future lives, but we're not doing that today. That is going to be scheduled for Wednesday. I know if you were excited and were hoping that we would tackle that today. Nope. But I will tell you, this is what we're going to. I wanted to catch up with you today to see how you were doing, have a little coffee, and make plans for the week. So this is what's going to happen this week. I'm sure Miss Caroline is listening in the background because she's sneaky that way. We're going to do future paths, but I'm going to split it up into a couple different shows, if not 3. I did 22 energies on last Monday. It lasted about 3 hours. Plus, I did the additional half an hour with 3 more. It takes about 10 minutes for each one. Because they're so detailed, I mean, they're not fully detailed, but you know what I mean. I'm not going to do a 3-hour marathon. It is draining, but I don't mind doing it. I just don't want to really set myself back physically. So that's what we're going to do Wednesday. We will look into future paths, what Spirit wants you to know. And we have those oracle cards as well. So we will do that Wednesday, and we will do that on Friday. And I know Nadia and I will just make a list, no particular order, and pretty much write everybody's name down because everybody wants one. And that's fine. Miss Dragonfly, did you finally crawl in here? What you been doing? Are you snowed in yet, honey? I heard you guys were going to get some snow. All right. Now, so today we're going to talk about if you guys have been going through any upgrades and if you would like to share. It's 11:11 here. I beat all of you. Deb, that don't count. That's 10:10. And I'm just giving you a hard time. All right. So, Nadia sent me something. I've given you a little brief description of what I've been going through and some upgrades and some new abilities that I have and all the issues that I was dealing with my hands going numb and I was losing my grip and I couldn't. I said, man, I'm just overdoing it with the cards. And they said, no, we're graduating you to the next level and we're going to upgrade your hands to be able to have the abilities to do certain things with your hands and then visually be able to see spiritually even further into the cards than what you've been able to, which is fascinating. I was also instructed that I was not allowed to pick up a whole deck. Didn't pick up tarot. I did a question for Deb yesterday. I got permission to do that. I wasn't supposed to pick them up until today, but it was an important question and I wanted to answer it. Have not picked them up since early last week because my hands and my spiritual intuition was getting upgraded and I couldn't have any interference. So today we'll do full questions of whatever you want. If something's going on with you personally, something's going on around the world. There's a lot going on. I'm glad, Victoria. Good. Your issues have calmed down. Beautiful. Ugh, Nadia. Yuck. It's 35 here, which is above freezing, so I'll take it. All right. So, anyway, I have not picked up tarot. Got permission to do one question for Deb yesterday. They said just don't do a full reading and then lay them down. And that's what I did. So, alrighty. Beautiful, Deb. I'm so glad. Ugh, dragonfly, honey. You just all buried in. My phone's a dinging. Let me see who's joining us via phone, and then I'm going to read what Nadia wrote. It is Miss Renee. She's back too. And you are welcome for including you. I wonder how I knew that. I just intuitively knew that you would want one. And Miss Renee says, hello, everyone. Okay. And I let myself know that I was live. Isn't that precious? Okay. All right. Joe, where are you at? What have you been doing? You're supposed to be in here head of security. What are you doing? You just late? You been lazy? That's all right. I love you anyway. All right. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to read what Nadia's been going through. I shared a little bit. I can't share all of it with you because that's between me and Creator. You may start to see some changes of readings. I'm not going to change drastically. Introduce new decks that I've had for a long time and just haven't incorporated them yet. I have to wait till you guys are ready to handle cards like that. They're not dark. You know, I don't allow that stuff, but you know what I'm saying? She's checking the cliff. Okay. My ability to see more and hear more spirit is quite increased. That's just one thing. Ability to be able to use my own light in different ways. That's really all I'm going to say. Remote viewing, Cliff. Okay. because it's just something that they're new skills that I have to take time to master, obviously. And it may take you a little while to see differences, and you may not see any differences. It just depends on where you're at with your journey as well. Good morning, Lisa. All right, so I want you guys to share what you've been going through. You've already said a lot of you are going through upgrades and changes spiritually. Um, Please feel free to share. We're family here. We don't hide anything. Okay, so this is what Nadia wrote this morning, and she gave me her permission to read it. Okay, I started to read it, and I said, if this woman makes me cry, I'm going to leap through the screen and choke her. But we know Jezebel. hmm The only reason she's mad because I was gone last week is she couldn't come in here man hunting. We know how she is. All right. So this is from Nadia and what she went through last week as well. It says, being without Jen, the show, and Jen's darlings made me become a little lost. I couldn't even steal anybody's husband. We know. I always look forward to learning and being with my family. But then I realized, just like 2020, this was divine timing. I had to learn how to go within. I had to learn that I can take the hardest step and send you guys emails on Jen's behalf. And she did, and I appreciate that. That was tough. I enjoy being in the background noise, but now I had to be more in the front. She had to get out of her comfort zone. I also became more connected to the higher source. This made me become more confident and stronger in my healings. Also, learning more discernment. I learned what resonates with me more, and I turned off the noise that did not resonate with me. Thanks, divine intervention. And I agree. We all go through, if you don't feel that you went through anything, you probably did. You just didn't realize it. I mean, you need to be consciously aware, subconsciously aware, spiritually aware. You have to, when you start going within, they'll take you to spirit boot camp. They will. Layla, I know. I know. You don't have to tell me. I know how Jezebel is. Joe says, nah, she's not in the mood today. Upgraded kicking more ass. I did have to do a little bit of that. I actually had to go back into the 1400s and do a tarot reading for a king. That was fun. Sitting down across from him, and I did his reading, and he was just a bad king. And I ended up looking at him, and I said, you know what? You're a self-centered jerk. And I told him that. He goes, you can't speak to me that way. I'm the king. And I'm like, whatever. That means nothing to me. You're not my king. And he ordered the guards to get me. I laughed at his face, got up and walked away. And the guards will step in front of you. I walked right through them. They couldn't stop me. I just laughed. It was a fun experience, but it was very real. No, Jay. Now, come on now. I don't agree. Yep. I did some kick-ass stuff. I spiritually was in battle, came out totally fine, just upgrade. I got healing upgrades. Um, I can physically see my hands glow light, and they can change color. Energy that spirit puts in the cards and goes through me, that's upgrading. I know, not you, Jay, you're a sweetheart. So, you know, we're all going to grow. And I'm sure that's not the last of it. They waited until we literally came out of retrograde because nobody was really doing a whole lot because we were just slugs at that point. Waited. And then the new moon was on Saturday. That was quite interesting. And I mean, absolutely. What is it? The Chinese Lunar New Year, or is that what they call it? I don't know. So um, that's been going on. Year of the Rabbit. So It's just everybody's going to be different and they're on different levels. It's not that I'm any more special than anybody else. It's just I started going within and looking harder at who I was and the divine light that I am and can be more of. And they said, okay, let's go. And they put me to work. Even though I slept most of the time, I would wake up and it didn't feel like I was asleep. So I would wake up and it's like, you didn't even sleep at all. I was dragging, but spiritually, I was bouncing off the walls. It's crazy. The radiation again? Yeah. In the military, they give NBC suits, nuclear, biological, and chemical warfare suits. Yeah. I'm probably glowing weird green. I don't think I'll turn into the Hulk, though. We'll see. All right. Anybody else want to share? Deb says her increased discernment came in Saturday. Beautiful. Joe, you took a nap after meditation. That's all right. That's good meditation. That's all right. You think you could have a block, but it's a divine block because I can't keep a secret, keep my mouth shut. Well, you got to, I mean, Brianna, I don't know that that would be a reason. Brianna just has to know who Brianna is. And divinity will just stop and make you wait if you're just not ready. That doesn't mean that you can't keep your mouth. Who cares? Who are you trying to keep it from? Is my husband in here being mean to me? I'm, he's going to get hurt. Joe? Mm-mm. He's got, y'all send him divine healing energy. He got an old head cold. He doesn't get sick very often, but it's just that time of year. Yep. Deb and Taro agreed with that. Yep, very much so. So, and please feel free to continue to share in the chat if you've been going through any new experiences or upgrades or you feel changes happening or the abilities that you've had all along are just getting better. Absolutely. Somebody going to the woodshed. Okay. Good, Pat. That's excellent. But you don't need as much sleep. When you fall asleep, you're sleeping sounder. That's good. That's a good what we call peaceful sleep. Yeah, Dan, that's very much coming out of retrograde. Being in retrograde is bad enough, and then when you come out of it, your body is almost in shock. People that are not awake to those kind of symptoms are like, "Do I have the flu?" Because it feels like the flu. I almost had to do. I don't know how many times I walked around like this because my ears were just beyond ringing. I mean, ear pierced. It was like one of those defense mechanisms the police use, and I just kept holding them. I can hear people's TVs on from down the street. You're just more sensitive. Hubby says no. I don't know what chat made me behind. Beautiful. Brianna, I don't think I've seen that one. I don't think I've seen that one yet. I haven't. There wasn't a whole lot that I did a little bit. Of course, Michael was wonderful about sending me stuff, and I did look into a few things. And it's kind of weird. You don't realize how it's not really addicted to tarot, but how much it's a big part of your life when you're not allowed to pick them up. Because if you want clarification about an issue going on in the world, I think it was Saturday, Lee looked at me and he said, "Have you pulled tarot on anything recently?" And I'm like, "Nope, can't do it." And he goes, "Oh, I got grounded." But in a good way. Cool, Jay. That sounds very interesting. It could be past lives. Lordy knows we've had enough of them. Good. That's beautiful. Are you in the stories? Like, as, one of the people? Or are you just watching it from a distance? Third person point of view? Okay. Brianna, I'll be happy to look it up. If it's on her channel, is it on her YouTube or her Rumble? Because I'll look it up. Wow. Mainly an observer. That's okay. Whether we're in it or an observer, we can still learn a whole lot. Yeah. We've been all over the land. Yeah. It's crazy. Not just physically on Gaia in different locations, but just different time periods. Messy. I think that's who she's talking about, Deb. Yeah. Yeah, Bryce. Okay. Yeah, Michael sent me a few things, but I haven't been able to confirm nor deny anything because I haven't picked up tarot. So Lisa has a question. Okay, thank you, Nadia. Let me find my Lisa. Where'd you go? Gotta forgive me if I don't see him. I'm yapping my jaws. Lisa's okay. I see where you came in the room. Oh, she had a comment. Okay, let me see. I put it on full live chat, so I shouldn't miss any comments. But you know how FluffTube is. Where's their dancing Michael today? Has anybody seen or heard from him? He hasn't sent me anything today, which is weird. Nadia, I don't see it, huh? Lisa, honey, if you just repeat it, sweetie, I'll look for it. I'm just slow. I still go back later and if the live chat's up and see stuff that I didn't even see to begin with. You go rest, Jay. We love you. Get some rest. Perfect, Deb. Okay, let me look. No, about Lee was agreeing that I was sluggish. Yeah, I was. I was just real slow. Okay, I'm looking. I'm not seeing it. Oh, okay, there it is. It's difficult going through the upgrade. Was up all night, then sleeping. Felt like I was beat up or exercised too much. Sleeping now longer. Yeah, it feels like you've been in a fight and somebody's beat the crap out of you. No energy, absolutely sore. Your body hurts from head to toe, and you haven't done nothing. I mean, I have the great ability of finding a way to hurt myself in my sleep. I just do. I'm just talented. But yeah, you're right. When you do wake up, because you go into a deeper sleep, um, and then when you wake up, you feel like somebody has just used you as a punching bag. Crazy, crazy, crazy. All right. So, since we're going to do future lives on Wednesday, and we'll do it into 2 or 3 different shows because that'll take a little while. What do you want to do today? Since I haven't been able to pull cards, I haven't confirmed anything except one question for Deb yesterday. I got permission to do. So, is there anything we want to pull cards on? Oh my God, Jezebel, leave it to you to find swingers in here. All right. Oh gosh. Y'all just keep giving her a hard time. I know. Man thief. She's so funny. All right. What's going on in the world? It can be personal too. What do you want to pull? Anything in the headlines that, you're like, something don't seem right? There's a whole lot of that going on right now. Like smoke screen stuff. Look here, not there. We know. All that Antifa stuff going on in Atlanta. It's a smoke screen. Pay attention to what's going on somewhere else because there's lots of it. Anybody got a question? If not, we'll just sit and talk. I'd be happy to pull anything. Oh, okay. The NPC people. Yeah, we've talked about them a lot recently. If you don't know what an NPC is, it's a non-player character. It's like clones and things like that. Deb's got a question. Is piggybacked off Deb's? Wow, Deb, your body was a pendulum. Cool. I'm going to piggyback off Deb's question. Were they NPC people on the floor? Okay. On the floor? Yeah, what floor? Oh, I see. Oh, from Deb's question, everybody's going to be lost because I know what the question was. Is that something Deb wants to share? Well, she did share it. Can I repeat that, Deb? Okay, yeah, she went to a conference and she attended it, and there was someone there that got really close to her, kept staring at her eyes. She realized his eyes were black, like staring a hole through her, and she wanted to know if he was good or bad. And so I did get permission. That's a legitimate question. I didn't want to wait till today to do. So Spirit let me do it, and they said just do one question and leave it alone, and I did. And the first card I pulled was the devil. And then I pulled the thief card. And yeah, he was bad. So, yeah. And then Deb came into it as the temperance card, which is the angel card. And she's full of balance and light and patience. And he saw the light within her. And what? There's Effer. There's fresh fruit in the house. Well, there's always fresh fruit in the house. He saw the light within Deb, and he did not like it. But I believe that he also saw the fact that he does not have the power and authority to dampen her light and put it out. So, yeah. But Deb, it's a good thing for you too, because that means your light is shining brighter and your discernment is growing stronger. So, that's a good thing. You have a question? Okay, I'm going to do Nadia's first. You have a question. This past weekend, I believe I came in contact with something from another place who I believe was taking over someone's body and soul. Did my energy protect me and not allow them to read me? Okie dokie. Deb, you have a cape? She's a super warrior now. All right. So Nadia wanted to know, piggybacking on Deb's experience, were they the NPC people there on the floor? It was a conference that she went to. Like, some people are either awake and they're not. NPC people don't really respond to much of anything. It's like they're dead inside. So she just wants to know if the people on the floor were NPCs. All right. All right. Deb, I hope that you had somewhat of a good experience out of it other than that. I mean, you could turn it into a good experience because you got to see stuff and feel stuff that you hadn't before. That's proof that you're upgrading outside of the conference. Okay. All right. All right. NPCs on the floor. Yeah, and I told Deb, it is very possible that we already know that negative entities have infiltrated our not spiritual collective, but community. And it's something that we need to be aware of and sharpen our skills of discernment. All right. Hmm. Yeah, that is the funniest thing. Well, I was right. I pulled two cards and I'm like, surely not. I told you I'll be able to do these readings a lot faster. Not that that's going to keep me from talking. That's not possible. All right. So, Page of Pentacles. This is representing the conference, starting something new. Um, I mean, it's Pentacles. Just they were manifesting people being there. I don't think they were. They may have said it was sold out. I don't think that they um, had the ability to make it as successful. So they had fillers. That's what I'm getting. It's quite strange. Um, Apparently, a lot of people walked away from the conference. Maybe they didn't like some of the speakers or it didn't feel right spiritually to them and walked away with that Eight of Cups. Um, because in the past, that's what I'm getting intuitively, that they were not going to be a part of that. They were not going to go into that building. They'd rather be outside in the cold than have to listen to some of that stuff and chose not to be there. So, did they use fillers like NPCs to fill it? Yes, that current situation is a huge Ace of Cups. Absolutely, they did. Wow, even in our own community, we're going to have to start paying more attention to that stuff. Um, yeah, contracts were made, and they're going to continue to do this because this is a future card. This is contracts to make it look more than what it is. The Lover's card is a contract card. What's going on? Pay attention to the advice that Spirit is giving you right now. Please understand that one of the reasons they have to do this is because justice is being served, even people in our own community. Okay? And then with the Chariot, that's kind of a military card. Overcoming adversities, kind of getting to the bottom of what's been going on, moving forward, moving away from what it's been. So they're telling you that there is something going on. But with that Ace of Cups and the contract card, yes, NPCs were a huge part of that because people are walking away. So, wow. You just rest, Jay. You listen if you want to, honey. I'll probably put you to sleep. Interesting. You had a dream, which rarely happens. There was a person named Simon. I realized Simon was Samuel, aka. Yeah. Okay. Mm. Yeah, they can't look at you, Jay. I can't look into your light, honey. Wow. My goodness. That's because Jay knows who he is. All right. So, Nadia, yes, NPCs, contracts were made, they're fillers. And it looks like they're also cleaning up our community as well because we know that we have infiltrators. Did you, Deb? Wow. And they have the ability to do it if you don't know you're lying. You don't know who you are within. It's probably why he came over to you and was like, "Ooh, is she a candidate?" And then realized, well, crap. Yep, absolutely. Well, um, you know, put divine light when you go into these places and you're not sure. You do your divine light and protection. You do have the ability to do that. Yeah. All right. So let me go back up because Dan wanted to ask. So this past weekend, he believes he came in contact with something from another place who I believe was taking over someone's body and soul. Did your energy protect you and not allow them to read you? Okay. Well, the more you go within and find your light, you do put up your own barrier. Your light is your barrier because you are the light. And boy, does it tick them off. Because when they lose control, they do not like it. Not one little bit. Were they very persistent? Like keep coming back? Or just not able to read you at all? I mean, it sounds it's gonna get kind of hairy as we go. They didn't like you. Nobody likes you, Dan. Did you realize that? Oh goodness. Was it just a dream? You don't feel like it was? It probably wasn't, Jay. You know your intuitive ability, but I'll pull cards. I'll get you, Renee. I just saw you beep in there. Dan, I'm just teasing. All right. So we want to know, possibly, we're going to ask Spirit to answer both questions together. Were they taken over by something? And were you able to spiritually block them from reading you? That's what we want to know. All right. Hmm. You definitely tried to make a connection. Oh, yeah. First of all, it did answer both questions. So, was something taking over this person's body? Yes. Were they unable to read you because you had protected yourself? Yes. So, this is just you asking the question. It could go either way. Fear of the unknown. Not quite sure how this is going to go, but I'm blindfolded and trying to figure out which way this is going to go. Now, interesting. This is fascinating just for the simple fact that the world is represented here. You are the world in this. When it comes to the world and it's a person, okay, you're inside the wreath. Now, this is the largest wreath in the deck. Wreaths mean victory. You are protected inside of it. Okay, this represents you. The basic, when it's a person, very firm foundation. Okay, so not sure how it was going to go. Did they want to infiltrate? Yes, they wanted to make a deal with you. Yep, that's the Lover's card. It's the contract card. They want to make a deal with you. All right. Dan's going to let that go to his head. because he thinks everybody wants him now, like starting with Nadia. And there's a lover's card. You know, damn, everybody wants you now. All right. So in the past card, Nine of Pentacles, this was slowly being manifested as what they wanted to do. Like, I'm going to be very careful, but I'm going to manifest this. It didn't work. And you disappointed them very much so, because that's disappointment and heartache. Like, daggone it. They did not like you. Okay? You left them in limbo. A hangman is just being stuck right now. You're waiting. They were waiting because, like, I really need to do this, and you put them in limbo and they didn't like it. Mm-hmm. Who is they? The Devil card. Something had overtaken this person, and it was not good at all. Okay? So, Dan, you are correct. They did not like the fact that you had a firm foundation and were protected spiritually. Yeah. You disappointed them. Dan's in here beating women off with a stick now. He's got a lot of room in his head. Is that it? Okay. Deb, you got jaw pain today? Are you talking too much? Is that what it is? You know I love you. All right. So we're going to get to Jay because he wanted to know if what he's been experiencing was a dream. All right. Perfect. Great way to look at it, Dan. Yep. God blesses you every second. Just love back. Okay. Nadia's keeping me on track here. The secretaries are working. Jay first, and then Brianna and Renee had asked one too. It's on my phone, I think. Let me look. Renee said, I took a video on vacation of my camera facing the sunset. And the sun was huge in the video, and the way something in the video that looked like a little green ball dancing around, floating with a clear light around it. What was it? Okay. I probably already know, but I want the cards to confirm that. And then Victoria. Okay. Nadia will keep me straight. Maybe. It's a full-time job. Y'all know that. Lee can't keep me straight. All right. Yak, yak, yak. We're going to do a yak joke. Yeah. Her jaw hurts. Why? Because. Oh, God. I'm going to start with Nadia's jokes today. Are you kidding me? Not to put you in a bad mood. Those jokes are never going to go away now. Thanks, Nadia. All right. All right, Jay, sweet darling. Let me look. You want to know, was it a dream? Now, you said that you didn't dream very often, so, or what you could remember. So let's look. Was it real? Kind of like a dimension question. Sort of, Deb. You are on the right track. An orb. Yeah. Yep. Dan, why don't you come make breakfast and clean my house? Good grief. Make yourself useful. Yeah. Joseph, thanks for nothing, Nadia. Her and her jokes. All right, Jay, sweetheart, let's look into this. Was it a dream? Was it real? Were you taken somewhere else to experience it? Were you tired when you got back? All right. Did you know that oxygen and potassium went on a date? It was okay. Nadia's been studying the periodic table. Isn't she precious? You know, there's a big hunk of a periodic table that's missing. It's true. It's a lost cause trying to keep me straight. Well, you know, you got to have something to do. You don't do nothing else around here. I'm just saying. She precious, Joe. Which precious is she? Periodically. Ha ha ha. Oh my goodness. Okay. All right, Jay, darling. Yeah, it was Renee. She was answering you, but we'll get to it, honey. All right. Wow. Jay, you've been busy little bee. You working, sweetie? It's very real. It's not a dream state. It feels that way, but it's not a dream state, honey. Enhancing your abilities. Hmm. Okay. So I simply put it to Spirit. I said, was this beyond a dream? Okay. And you got to be huge ace. Yes. Ace of cups. Yes. Okay. Cups are emotion. Kind of, it can be overwhelming too. I know I don't see any fear or anything in here, so I don't think you're worried about it. You're just taking it with a grain of salt. Okay. Just some of the dreams that you may, I'm going to call them dreams, but let's just say a split in reality or the dimension places that you're going. You may see things that are disheartening and disappointing to you, but it's to bring truth. Okay. You're getting an upgrade, darling. Yeah. In the past, just looking out and going, what new path do I need to take? What can I do to upgrade? Hearts and desires of or wants. I have a desire. I want to expand. I want to go further with this. Okay, that's in the past. And currently, they're giving you a gift. Okay, Six of Cups is a gift giving. Okay, it can be a sibling card as well. It's a humanitarian card, but they're giving you a gift to enhance what you have the ability to do. It's gorgeous, and if you're on board with it, sounds like that you're okay with it. Then just say I accept, and I know if it's too much. Remember, you know that you have the ability to set boundaries. Okay, yep. So in the future, this is what they want you to gain from it. Queen of Pentacles, being able to focus and manifest more things. Okay, I know that you're quite talented and you have spiritual abilities. They just want to enhance it and get you to focus more on it and how you can do that. That's okay. Page of Wands, they can go slow, but that's looking into a future of a new beginning, a new way of doing things. Okay. Pages are growing up. You're going to put in some work and then wait to see what happens. You're going to manifest the harvest there. Okay. So, Jay, honey, you are absolutely being upgraded. Absolutely. You're just going to see and hear and experience things because you're being worked on. And apparently you agreed to do it. Now just remember that you're in control. And if you're okay with it, then let them do it. And if you're not, you set boundaries and say, nope. Okay. All right. All right. Let's see. Mm. And then Mariana had one about Lilith. Do you want to know if you were Lilith? Is that what you're asking me? I saw it up there. I didn't mark it. I'm thinking of upgrading to StreamYard so I can put your all's comments on the screen, cover my mug up, and then have guests on. Okay. Brianna says, am I Lilith? Did I trigger Jay? I don't think. No. Why would you trigger Jay? Maybe you did. I don't know. I don't get that. I don't get any negative energy in here. You're not I. Okay, you just be the light, sweet darling. Okay, you're wandering. You want to ask who was the apparition in army clothes standing next to my bed and why was he there? Okay. Effort's out of control this morning. He's missed me. I haven't been at the computer for a week. Just didn't. He's not even watching the screen. Okay, Jay, he's laying down. Beyond being triggered. Yep. Jay's got this. Hi, Gail. Busy, busy, busy. That's all right. We love you. Thanks for popping in. All right. So Brianna wants to know if she was Lilith. Was this a feeling or, I don't know, did you have a dream about it? Somebody else tell you were? How does it sit right with you? Because if it doesn't resonate with you, I wouldn't worry about it. You have an effer squirrel in your new birthday bird. Aren't they a pain? I want to feed squirrels, but don't take the birds' food. Well, this card has popped in here a lot today. Oh. Well, Brianna? Is the answer going to trigger you if I tell you yes? Because I'm going to tell you yes. This was crazy. Okay. So, yeah. Feeling left out in the cold, that's the hermit, being out on your own. Because this is my Adam and Eve card here. That's the lover's card. You're left out. You're left out. You kicked out. Not a part of it. Well, apparently Miss Fancy Pants Lilith in the past was going to come in and be all high and mighty and be the Queen of Swords. Get what she wants. Get what I want. All right. But King of Swords, higher authority, came in and said, I don't think so. To serve justice against you. So you were sent on your merry way. Page of Swords, and that's starting a new endeavor. Okay. Yeah. Can you imagine in the future if everyone started studying the story of Lilith? Oh, good grief. People will lose their marbles. All right. Yeah, so some advice is don't fear that information. Be okay with it, because that's not who you are now. Okay, that's how we have to deal with past lives if we find that out. We don't worry about that stuff. Okay, but they're advising you to don't feel stuck that it could go either way. Just embrace the information that you're getting and go with it. The magician, and that means let it help you and teach you to ascend better. He's not bad aspected, so he's not a tricky card. Let it help you, stay grounded, but ascend as well. So I got it. Yeah. With that lover's card and the hermit being left out of things, I did get that. Yep. Okay. Yeah, Joe, we don't know everything. Of course, so much has been taken from us as far as anything spiritual stories that it's to our understanding that Lilith was like a third party with Adam and Eve. It was but the evil version of Eve. I don't know how else to explain it. If you guys got a better way of doing it. Okie dokie. So, Brianna, I hope that answers your question, honey. Okay, then Miss Renee, she wants to know the little thing that she saw. She said she took a video on vacation, her camera facing the sunset. The sun was huge in the video. There was something in the video that looked like a little green ball dancing around, floating with a clear light around it. Yeah, so we had some guesses that it may be an orb. I'm thinking off-worlder is the first thing that came to me, but we'll pull. I'm trying to remember who else we had. Then Victoria. Okay, I don't want to forget nobody. All right. Who y'all feeding? Squirrels, rats, rodents? Okay. All right. Old kitties will drive the squirrels away. Yep. All right. Hi, Lexington lady. How are you, darling? That's all right, honey. That's all right. All right. It can't be worse than Jezebel, you think? That's all right. You gotta watch that Jezebel. All right, Renee, let's take a look and see what this green ball with light around it was. If it's off-worlder, we'll get like the star card or something like that. May even get some tricky cards, illusion cards, if it's not quite what we think it is. Your daffodils are coming up? It's January, Deb. Well, they're pretty versatile flowers, so. My goodness. All right, what was this little ball that Miss Renee saw? Oh. Interesting. Okie dokie. Well, I knew you'd show up in there. Okay. Well, Renee, it has advice to not be fooled by what you're saying. We got a battle going on here. All right. Apparently, finding a balance, justice. Okay. And you're like, what's that got to do with anything? It could looking for balance and understanding that justice needs to be served for finding out the truth. Okay, because this is what we're dealing with. It's not good, and these guys are after it. They sit side by side, the devil and the emperor. So the good guys chasing the bad guys. Okay, there are still a handful here. So they're battling it up in the sky. Okay. In the past, Queen of Swords just searching for justice, looking for justice to be served. And with the Justice card, obviously that's what they're doing. But that's why I said my gut was telling me I don't think it's quite what we think it is. The Seven of Cups is an illusion card. So they have the ability to cloak and convince people that it's something that it's not. Very, very strange. But another alliance card is the King of Wands. If these guys are go-getters and they're in control, it's nothing to worry about. Don't let it fool you into thinking something's wrong. But we've got some off-world battle going on. But with the Emperor and the Devil sitting side by side, probably almost tell you that we're winning. Do some. Oh, I see. I see. Okay. Yep. Deep state crap. You know, that's what they use to weather manipulate as well. Those little ball things. So, but that looks like deep state stuff. Not to worry. We still have our sovereignty and independence because we have a great collective and a firm foundation. So, Renee, Little battle going on up there, but don't worry about it. They've got it under control, darling. Okay. All right. Is it not sunny? It's not sunny here. I mean, the sun's out, but it's not like blaring through the window. All right. What was next? Nadia just saw a miracle. The sun came out. Is it still out? All right. Miss Victoria, you had a question. All right. I got to find it because my brain doesn't let me remember. I'll find it. I'm slow. Probably skipping right over it. Well, y'all can probably retype it down below before I even find it. Okay. The night after. Okay. Yeah. We had a night. Nadia and I called Victoria. After we called you, you were laying down and heard a crack, and then I seen a small rectangular image in your mind. Ever since you've been dizzy, and I see what that might have been. Okay. All right. Renee said that green bally thing was on Maui, and this week they are going to get rainstorms, so nothing to do with me. It has nothing to do with you, baby. No, Renee, don't worry about it. You just have the ability to start being in tune with recognizing stuff that are out of place. You're just more in tune with it. It has nothing to do with you. You're just witnessing it. Most people don't even look up, pay attention. Yeah, don't worry about it. All right, so Victoria, you heard a crack, small rectangular image in your mind, and you've been dizzy. Okay. That's a good question, Joe. Where is Sugar? Wasn't she in here earlier? Or am I remembering wrong? You've been thinking it's tinnitus, but it's not that. You're welcome, honey. All right. All right. What's going on with Victoria's? Are you just dizzy? You want to see if there's a connection? I mean, I'm not a doctor, so we'll do a spiritual side of it. It'll tell me if you should see a doctor, which I don't think anybody wants to see them people nowadays. All right. All right. Let's see. Shuffled that so many times, and that base card changed, and it came right back to the original. And that's the devil card. I don't like him. Interesting. They don't like you getting better with your intuition, honey. They don't like you. They're trying to take that from you. All right, so we want to know, and it will affect you. I don't go to the doctor. I don't have any of that stuff. But, is it spiritual? That base card being the devil, is it spiritual? Yes. The Ace of Swords is yes. Okay. But they don't like the fact that you have the victory and the crown. Okay. because you've been upgrading, you've been working on yourself, finding the light within, telling them you don't have authority over me, I am the light, that kind of thing. Okay, they don't like that because you're upgrading to this beautiful empress here who's very sovereign, full of abundance, knows who she is, and you can't tell her what to do. She's the highest female in the deck. They don't like seeing that. They do not like seeing you guys advance in your growth. This card has come up multiple times today in the same position because you are looking ahead into the future path and what is going to happen for me. Like how can I grow in the future? And you're doing it because your desires with those wands is to do it. Yeah. Page of Pentacles is, yeah, I'm starting out slow, but I'm also manifesting what I can be. Okay. They don't want you to advance and get stronger. They want you to live in fear because they feed off of that. So you're dealing with something that is still giving you a hard time. All right. They are the thief. They are trying to steal your abilities. Okay? They think they're being tricky, but they're not. All right? Because you need to let them know I am strong. I know who I am the light. All right? That's the strength card. And the world, because you have a firm foundation. And remember the wreath of victory. Victory is victory. Okay? You're going to be fine. These things are going to mess with you to throw you off balance. That's how it has to do with your ears. Okay? If they can throw you off balance, you're distracted. All right? So we're still dealing with something spiritual, and with the base card being the devil, you take heed and make sure that you protect yourself. All right. It does not like this at all because this is a loss of disappointment to it. Like, daggone it, I can't touch her anymore. I don't understand. I mean, they'll try little things. Not that your ears being messed up would be little, but because you have a firm foundation in a community and a collective that are helping you, just like when Nadia and I called you. Okay, the Emperor, power and authority. Know who it is. I know he's normally like a Mr. T Alliance card. No, this is you are the power and authority. It's an authority figure, the highest in the deck. You know who you are. You got the Empress, and this is confirmation, the Emperor. Both divine masculine and divine feminine, knowing who you are and say, I don't think so. I don't know who you think you're talking to. Okay? So you know who you are and it can't touch you and it ain't happy. So if you feel off balance, you just get yourself grounded, centered, do some more protective and do some meditation. All right? And you say you don't have authority. All righty. There's our dumpling. Where'd you go? Skipping town? All right. Victoria, I hope that helps, honey. You don't need to know its name. It doesn't have a name. It's not. No, you don't need to know its name. Mm-mm. Don't recognize it to have any authority to be worth having a name. You know who you are and your name. That's what you need to know. Yep, Nadia agrees. You don't need to know that. Don't give it an identification because it's nobody. All right. No. Y'all ringing bells. Deb, are you dealing with your ears too? It's part of it, guys. Okay, Deb, just a second. Nadia says 42% of Hawaiians are moving to Vegas for affordable living, as China already bought Hawaii. Yeah, you asked me that yesterday, and I didn't pull. Okay. You're welcome, honey. There was your question. Okay. Were you asking about Hawaii too, or your ears are ringing? Seems to be what we've got going on. That's all right, Gail. You take care, honey. Blessings, blessings. We love you. All right. So 42%. Wow. That's like almost half. I'm not very good at math, but I know 42 is a pretty big number. Did China buy Hawaii? Isn't that crazy? Renee was just there. Renee, do you see people moving out or empty houses, or did you even see any of that? Wow. Oh, that's right, Kay. Okay. You're right. Y'all don't let me forget to answer Kay's about the soldier apparition next to her bed. Okay. I will, I promise. You just got to remind me. Just kick me under the table or something. All right. So, has China bought Hawaii? Is that why everybody? I know it's expensive to be there. I mean, I've never been there, but just what I see and hear, it's expensive. All right. Did China buy it? Mm. Well, so apparently they tried, not successfully. Well, the public just doesn't know that yet. Of course, same old story. We're always the last to know, right? All right. Queen of Pentacles, just asking the question, what's manifesting out of this? Are they actually moving? Are they doing it? You know, Queen of Pentacles is just like focused and manifesting. Like I gotta get out of Dodge, right? Okay. In the past, I'm gonna go ahead and cut to the past because I want you to see something. In the past, yes, the plan was to move out of troubled waters and get out of there. It's not happening now, not what I'm seeing, because the military and Mr. T are in this. The alliance came in and made sure China did not buy it. It's still sovereign to the United States. They are in full control. So what you're seeing and hearing, okay. In the past, yeah, that would have been the plan. Everybody would have picked up and left. Now, the future, apparently, they're still trying to steal it because there's your thief, okay? They're still trying. But remember who's on top there. That's the emperor and your military alliance. So don't worry about it. Yeah. Yeah. China's pretty much the hermit at this point. We're like, daggone. Like, I can't have this? No, you can't have it. They're trying. Pay attention to headlines, but use your discernment. Okay? They're going to be left out in the cold. Not the people of Hawaii. I can't imagine the natives leaving either. Just can't. All right. Yep. So, as advice is please understand that they're not going to participate in this. Like, talk about another hermit situation. I'm not going to participate. It's not going to be sold. That's Pentacles. It's not going to happen. The Emperor is above this, and the military is too, and it's fine. Okie dokie. So, I would not worry about Hawaii. I just wouldn't. I'm blinking here. All right. I know I got to do K's. Okay. I gotcha. Okie dokie. All right. So Kay wants to know about the apparition next to her bed. That was a soldier. Okay. All righty. Oh gosh, Nadia's in here trying to steal men again. Good grief, woman. Y'all calm Jezebel down. She getting all hot and bothered. Nadia and I agreed that when we do our future lives and we go in and start looking at that on Wednesday, when I do hers and the first cards that come flipping up and it says that she on the hunt for a man, I'm flipping them back over and we're moving on to somebody else. Nope. We locking her up. All right. So Kay, apparition by your bed, dressed as a soldier. Who was it? All right. Who was this? guy who's answering my question about Hawaii because she just went on vacation there. Lots of people there. Didn't see very many Asians. Interesting. Meet people from around the country. Hawaii's flag looks so British. Will it change? Oh, interesting. Well, basically, everything in the United States that's under the crown tend to do that. We're not under the crown anymore. It's going to take time for that stuff to change. But yeah. Thank you, honey. I try. Deb, if we didn't pick on each other, we'd be miserable. Who can be that serious all the time? Dublin, you're going to get that song stuck in my head. Now quit. She's a man eater. Oh my gosh. All right. So who is this apparition that appeared to Kay? All right. Did it startle you, Kay? Did you have a hard time going back to sleep? Because I saw your base card. And that's stress, worry, and anxiety and not being able to sleep much. Maybe you've just been worried about it since then. Hall and Oates, baby. Yep. We're showing our age now, Deb. I'm telling you. All right. Now, this is fascinating. Okay, honey. If they don't resonate with you in this lifetime, it's because it's telling me that it's probably somebody. It's your twin flame. It's a true twin flame. If your spiritual growth has been getting better, okay, this is you asking the question. That's just 3 of Cups of being celebrating, collective, great foundation. That's us, but it's also it's you, your higher self, your guides, your spirits. It's a celebration. This was a good thing. When I said, "Who is this?" I got the Lover's card, and that is a twin flame card. If you don't recognize them for whatever reason in a past life, in the past, I have a page, which means very young when he died, or young when he joined the military, is what I'm getting. But he had to go away because of the card right beside the Lovers is judgment, being called away. Could be a past life if you don't recognize who he is. The future is another page. You're going to find out more. You're going to have more of a connection. The sword is advancing forward with truth and finding out. You might want to study a little bit about if you have a good, vivid memory of what he looked like, if you could draw it. I mean, I'm not an artist. I can't draw stick people. But if you don't recognize him as a family member, I'm getting the Lover's card and the judgment, meaning that your twin flame was taken from you. Beautiful man of integrity is not anybody to fear. He just wasn't connecting with you. Absolutely has nothing. That's a gift from the universe. Just absolutely embrace the gift. That's the treasure chest. And it was a gift to him to be able to see you. It's gorgeous. Another military card. He had to very carefully select how he was going to come and see you. Cups are about emotions because he didn't want to startle you. With that base card of with the 9 of Swords, it may have startled you a little bit and made you like, who is this dude? He's good. He's fine. I get great energy. I don't think that there's a problem. He had a message for you, because that's what I just asked him. Wow, you're going to get better with your spirituality. Don't panic when you see this. It has nothing to do with him. It's about you and your gifts. You're going to be breaking the chains. The devil, when it's well aspected, is breaking chains out of an old way, an old system, breaking away from things that hold you down. Okay? That's what his message is. And he says, leave the past behind you and start your new beginning. You're going to get really good at your intuitive ability, even better than what you are now, because you have a gift. They're going to bring you a gift, and you're going to have a gift to offer the world with that Ace of Pentacles. Okay? So manifest a new beginning. He just brought you a great message. That's gorgeous. Okay? All right. So, okay, just meditate, pray on it, and when we have more time and we want to dig a little bit deeper, okay, next time we do another past lives, remember that, and I'll bring it up, and we'll put him specifically in it and see what your life together was. It gave us a little bit today, not full. So, interesting. All right. All righty. Y'all just talking. Okay. Well, y'all just keep talking. We've gone an hour and a half. I'm not going to go real long. I don't want to push it. First, stay back. You're welcome, honey. Okay. Okay, if you're open to it, you can invite him to come back. Now, always put yourself with the divine light and protection. But you can give an invitation. Just make sure that you're protected and say if you'd like to come back and visit and talk. If there's anything else you'd like to say to me, I welcome you to it. But you must identify yourself of being of the divine light creator. And you ask them 3 times. Okay, and if they don't run, then they're okay. But I don't get anything negative. The devil card only came up about you breaking chains out of being bogged down with old spiritual ways, that you're going to move away from that. Will I pull on you and Deb? Oh, gosh. Okay, I'm bracing myself. All right. I will. And then I'm going to end it there. I'm going to do your oracles. And then we're going to start making a list. Hopefully the live chat, I could be going back in and make sure it's popping back up there. Start making a list of everybody's names for Wednesday. If I don't, I told you that we're just going to do not 20 some, not 30 some. We'll do what we have. Well, thank you, Dumpling. All right, Deb, you and Joe. Oh, boy. Let's see. Okay, how do you protect yourself? Basically, meditation and prayer. You ask the divine light creator to come in, wrap yourself in a divine white light bubble, and that's protected only by the good. You do not give consent for any negative to come in at all. Only the divine. You ask your spirit guides, your higher self, ascended masters, anybody that you call, your guardians, to come in and help protect you. Always test the spirits. Test them 3 times. All right? So you just don't give them consent. You just say you can't be here. They have to abide by universal law. They have to. So, that's the best way to explain it. If you have trouble and you're not quite sure how to do it, then I can maybe get with you in private and teach you a little bit. If you've got sage sticks or Palo Santo or anything like that, or any crystals, all kinds of things you can do. You can anoint with oil and salt that you've got out of your pantry, honey. It's what the intention behind the blessing and protection is, okay? There you go. Nadia's got a good plan. All right. Let's see what Deb and Joe been stirring up. Y'all brace yourselves. All right. If the magician card comes into that, remember he's a professional and I'm going to associate him with the cops. Just saying. All right. I'm going to do storybook. I'm not going to do Kachina. Well, Lordy be. What started out great. Okay. Well, you's married. Great, strong relationship. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. All right. So, and then it turned nasty and ugly. All right. Let me see who's who. Joe, I get that you're the husband again. All right. So we have strength card. This is your relationship, okay? We have strength next to the sun. Okay, these are beautiful cards. 10 of Cups, that's a celebratory family card, togetherness, being together. Happy family, okay? Oh, yeah, okay. Something happened. This is not good. This is not good. Now, judgment doesn't mean judgment like justice system, okay? Judgment means moving away, being taken from a situation. So I'm getting that Deb was taken from you, Joe. Okay, now this is looking into the future, not understanding what your future path is going to be. Like, where'd you go, woman? Okay, now please understand. Poor old Joe. Honey, you've just been through it. Putting in a whole lot of work and not sure how you're going to get her back because she was taken, right? Manifesting, I did the work. What's going to come out of this? So you went hunting and looking. Yeah. Complete loss and disappointment, honey. No. I'm sorry. Yeah. Interesting. I've got the Six of Swords moving out of troubled water. You tried to move past this and move away from the situation. You couldn't, honey. You just lost so much sleep over it. Broke your little heart. Yeah. Wow. Apparently you got tricked. This is a hoodwinked card, meaning this is a trickster. That I'm getting that it was somebody that you knew that took her. What is it with Joe? Your base card is the Seven of Wands. It's kind of like being the king of the hill and being in control. Bless your heart, honey. Somebody tricked you. Yeah, the Five of Pentacles. I'm getting that you didn't want to participate in something. I just wonder if it was religious. Didn't want to participate. So in order to get your attention, they took her. Ace of Pentacles in this. This is Deb to you. This is a gift from the universe. She was your gift. Wow. Losing her was turned into the Wheel of Fortune. That's totally changing the situation. Flipped your world upside down, honey. Yeah. Well, my goodness. Yes, Joe, your heart has been through the ringer, honey. Yeah. But you know what? It's not uncommon. We need to remember karmically that we repeat a lot of the same situations. A few things may change here and there, but we repeat a lot of the same stuff because We are here to learn and break cycles. So if it sounds like that your past lives have a lot in common and nothing seems to ever change, that's why. Okay? So it's because that karmic cycle has not been broken yet, and you just keep coming back until you get it right. All right? So we're here to get it right because we don't want to come back, right? At least I don't. I just read the upper comments I missed while I was reading. This is F me running. Joe, honey, I ain't had no mercy on you. Yeah, yeah, not as right. Yeah, we're evolving. We're fixing things. It's Joe. I'm with Joe. I ain't coming back here. Mm-mm. No, ma'am. Wow. All right. So why shuffle your oracle cards? I'm only going to do 2 today. Well, I'll do the Angel Abundance, and then I'll do our chakra oracles. But anyway, the next couple of days I will work on. We'll make a list and get ready for Wednesday. Do not get angry and disappointed and impatient with me if I'm only doing half of what I did last Monday. That's a long show. I stood up and my knees buckled. Now, I recovered quickly after that, but it does take its toll, so I don't want to push 22 in the same day, okay? So we'll hit half Wednesday. We'll get to the other half on Friday, and if there's even more than that, then we'll get them on Monday. It's all right. And if I feel the need and Spirit tells me, then I may throw in a middle show. I don't know. I try not to do nothing on the weekends because that's family time. All right. Make sure nobody was messaging me there. All right. Victoria, was it too much? It's my internet. I was losing my voice. My energy was going down. I was going, ooh, I was. It was like a robot losing its battery charge. And I had to quit. But 3 hours, that's pretty good. Nadia's still telling jokes. All right. So there's that. I want to get, what does Spirit want us to know after a week of going through some things? What do we need to work on? I'm so glad you are, Kay. I appreciate you. My eyes, I know. Yeah, it does. It's draining. It does. I love doing it, but spiritually, I could go and go and go and go. Physically, my body's going, have you lost your damn mind? Well, yeah, I have, but must go to the cliff. Uh-oh. All right. What does Spirit want to tell us with our oracles today? Have we been good? I don't know. Oh, we got some repeats. That's all right, because we've been working on that. I like the base card is growth. So, yes, we are growing. That's what we've been doing this week, right? Please understand, if you did not participate in any upgrades and growth, do not get nasty and ugly towards people with despondence, okay? All right, we're all special, but you ain't more special than anybody else. We're all uniquely made, all right? So just make sure you keep your ego in check. Don't we love our egos? Keep your ego in check and don't let it go to your head, okay? But you still absolutely need to know your self-worth and that you belong on the throne, okay? Because you are special, all right? All right. Yep. I know that Joe's been growing. She's growing. She is. This is the final beautiful card on those oracle cards, and that's just remember to be joyful. Have gratitude, be happy, smile, make each other laugh, and just be joyful. Okay? We're getting there. Know who you are. Know that you are the light. Yes, kick the ego off the cliff, please. Yes. Oh boy, Joe's mud wrestling somebody. All right. Now here's your angel abundance. What they got to tell us? Have courage to ask for and accept help. Well, I wonder if anybody in here has that problem. Asking for help is a sign of strength, as is accepting it, as it is offered to you. Very often, when you ask God for help, prayers are answered through other people. Be sure to accept this assistance as well as give it to others as you are guided. Did anybody get a message out of that today? Mm-hmm. Yes, Kay, be humble and kind. Keep yourself in check. Know your self-worth, but don't let it go to your ego and get a big head. But yes, it's okay to ask for help. And when it's offered, you need to take it. Okay? All right. Nadia doesn't ask for help. She don't ask for nothing. She just takes what she wants, Stan. I know how she is. Oh, Jezebel. What? I'm working with Nadia to set her own boundaries. We're going to have to put boundaries around Nadia. A chastity belt's what we need. Yeah, I said it. All right. Yep. All right. Effer, it's time to end the show, buddy. Go find your mandarin oranges you were on a minute ago. All right, guys. So the plan is Wednesday at 1 Eastern Standard Time in the afternoon. And we'll get together. We're going to look into our future paths. We have future paths oracle cards, and we will also pull tarot at the exact same time and anything else that they want me to throw in there. So, oh boy, Joe, are you in a bad mood? Uh-oh. Now, y'all don't pay attention to Nadia. I'll reading this later. She's really nice. We'll we'll take a vote on that one. All right, guys. This is a good show. About an hour and 45 minutes. I'm glad I got caught up with you. Thank you all for your beautiful thoughts and prayers and energy. It's not bad. I mean, it wasn't like physical doctor worthy. Not that I'd go anyway. I'd rather keel over. It was just going through a lot spiritually, and we're going to be doing that from time to time. And I really didn't want to take Friday off too. And then I just realized, and the spirit said, yeah, I think you will. Caroline told me to. Nadia's like, I know people want me to do the show, but they also care about me and my health first. And I appreciate that. Thanks to Nadia for keeping in touch with a lot of you, sending out those emails. I love and appreciate every last one of you for sticking in there. But these things are going to happen, and that's all right. Yes, I thank all of you, all the darlings. Absolutely have a blessed day. Don't get into too much trouble, y'all. I ain't got that much bail money. I don't have enough for me, let alone anybody else. Y'all take it easy. What time Wednesday? 1 o'clock Eastern Standard Time in the afternoon, honey. Yep. I know a lot of you are like an hour behind, but it'll put it at noonish for you guys. All right. If you need me, holler. I will get to you as soon as I can if you need something. My schedule has opened back up for private readings. I'm caught up. I took some time off and didn't do public or private. So if you need me, you holler. Absolutely. Keep your energy high. Okay? Keep your vibrations high. Let your light shine brighter. That's what we're doing. All right. Honey, we all nut jobs in here. We crazy. We look batshit crazy. But we're good at it. All right. That is enough for today. Love and light, some all that good stuff. Just because you didn't hear me say it for a few days. That is always there, believe me. All right. Y'all been holding down the fort. Bless Nadia. All right. Layla, bye to you as well. I love all y'all. Behave yourselves. I know. Why don't you behave, Jan? Well, preach to the choir. All right. I love you. I will see you Wednesday. Need me before, you know how to get a hold of me. It's all in the description. All right. Love y'all. Bye bye. Blessings, blessings.